Now, as always with my sessions, I want you to make yourself very comfortable. Preferably go and sit in a chair, because you don't want to lay down on the bed, because you're not going to go to sleep. Hypnosis is hypnosis. So of course, don't listen to this recording if you're driving or using any machinery, or you have a medical condition that you believe hypnosis won't be of any benefit to you. Listen to this, you take full ownership and responsibility of your well-being. In a moment we'll begin. All you need to do is follow the suggestions. This session is hypnosis for stress relief. The session will begin very soon. I want you now to just make yourself very comfortable. That's right. And in a moment, but not just yet, I want you to close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, it just gives you permission to be ready to be hypnotized. Because this is your hypnosis session. All I'm doing is being the guide that gives you the suggestions. So now just go ahead and close your eyes. That's right. And as you listen to my voice and the sound of the music, they're just a sign and a signal for you to let go for now. No need to concentrate on anything else other than my voice and the sound of the music. So I want you to take that relaxation you've created behind your eyes already. And I want you to use your powerful concentration and imagination. And I want you to send this relaxation up over the top of your head and down the back of your neck. And then down your shoulders, all the way down your arms to the tips of your fingers. This is your hypnosis, remember, so then send your hypnosis back up into your chest area. And it's in this moment that I want you to take a lovely deep breath in, hold it, and then release. And then send this relaxation, your hypnosis, down to your torso, into your hips, and down your thighs, down to your knees, your calf muscles, your ankles, and all the way down to the tips of your toes. And if you want to give your hypnosis a colour, go ahead. And then send this colour all the way back up to the top of your head. And now send this hypnosis you've created already from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just allow yourself to drift and float way, way down into your hypnosis. Drifting and floating down, down with each and every word I say. And I'm going to help you to go even deeper into your hypnosis now, as your unconscious now listens to my voice. And I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. All you have to do is allow the numbers to make you so relaxed. So 10, drifting way, way down to 9. 8. Each and every breath you take, you double your rate of relaxation to 7. Drifting, floating, floating and drifting way down to number 6. And when you reach 5, you reach a plateau of hypnosis. You can just let go to 4, 3, 2, 1. So have you physically relaxed your body? I want you now to relax your mind. That's right. So just allow any stress and tension just to float out of your mind as you drift way, way down into your hypnosis. Your unconscious now is coming to the forefront. Your conscious mind is just taking a back seat. Your unconscious is listening clearly to me now. We have an agreement that you can just drift, float, way, way down. And in a moment, but not just yet, you're going to double that rate of relaxation you've created. And as you do that, you welcome it. You feel it, you need it, you want it. So the count of 3, double your rate of relaxation. 1, 2, 3. Double your rate and just drift. Release and go way, way down. With each and every breath you take, you're drifting and you're floating and you're floating and you're drifting. Every single muscle and fibre and nerve of your being has let go. You've given yourself over for now just to enjoy your hypnosis. Now you're completely hypnotized. We're going to do some amazing change work. But it requires your powerful concentration and imagination. So in a moment, but not just yet, I want your unconscious to go and find all the programs in your mind related to stress. That's right. All the programs that you have stored in your unconscious related to stress, be it work, relationships, money, health. And when your unconscious finds those programs, I want you to imagine that you're putting it into your right hand. That's right. It's a communication between your mind and your body. I want your unconscious to go and find all those stress programs. And just like a computer, you can move these programs around. So the count of 3, your unconscious goes and finds all those stress programs and then puts it into your right hand. 1, 2, 3. That's right. You don't need to analyze or assess what they are. Your unconscious now can do this for you. It's removing all those stress programs in your mind and putting them into your right hand. And it's doing this automatically for you. So in a moment, but not just yet, at the count of 3, your right hand is going to raise into the air all the way up. And this is a sign and signal to you that your unconscious has found 100% of all those old programs of stress. So remember, at the count of 3, your right hand is going to raise all the way into the air. You don't need to do it because your unconscious is going to do it for you automatically. So 1, 2, 3. Right hand moving into the air. That's right. All the way up. just like a balloon tied to your wrist, lifting your hand higher and higher, all the way up into the air to 100% of all those old stress programs. That's right, higher, lifting and floating and lifting, all the way up into the air. All the way up. And in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 3 again. And when I reach 3, your hand will fall down onto your lap. But this time, you're going to release 50% of all those old stress programs you had stored into that hand. That's right. At the number 3, your right hand will fall onto your lap, taking you deeper and deeper into your hypnosis. And as it hits your lap, you're going to release 50% of those old stress programs. So get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Dropping down, letting go. And just notice that you released, dissolved, neutralized, removed 50% of those old programs you once had. That's right. 50% of those old stress programs are gone, disappeared, neutralized, dissolved and removed from your unconscious now. And in a moment, but not just yet, I'm going to count from 1 to 3 again. And the count of 3, your right hand will raise into the air. But this time, it would only go halfway. No matter how hard you try, your right hand will only go halfway into the air. That's right. It would only go halfway into the air. Because you have already released 50% of those old stress programs. So 1, 2, 3. Right hand raised into the air, but this time it only goes halfway. And no matter how hard you try, it won't go above halfway. Because your unconscious now has already released 50% of those old stress programs you once had. So the count of 3, that right hand, just like before, is going to fall down onto your lap. And when it does, you're going to release another 25% of those old stress programs. So get ready. You're going to make amazing changes on an unconscious level. So 1, 2, 3. Hand dropping way, way down. That's right. Releasing another 25% of those old stress programs. Gone, disappeared, neutralized, dissolved. Never to come back. Because we're changing them on an unconscious level. And in a moment, but not just yet, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I do, that right hand is going to barely lift off your lap. Because we have already removed 75% of those old stress programs you once had, stored in your unconscious now. But they've gone, disappeared, neutralized, dissolved, removed. So the count of 3, your right hand will lift off your lap. But this time it barely lifts off. Just 25% of those old stress programs left. So get ready. Get ready to make those amazing changes for your life at an unconscious level. So 1, 2, 3. hand barely lifting off your lap now. No matter how hard you try, you just can't do it. The hand's barely lifting off your lap because all it can find now is just 25% of those old stress programs related to relationships, money, life, work. It's all gone. You welcome that feeling, that sensation, that knowledge. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3 again. And when I reach 3, your hand will drop down, releasing 100% of those old programs you once had. You know what to expect now. You're in control. We're working together at your unconscious level. So get ready. 1, 2, 3. Hand dropping down, releasing 100% of those old stress programs you once had. That's right. All the way down. And in a moment, but not just yet again, we're going to test our work. And I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And the count of 3, you will try to lift your right hand off your lap, but you will just notice you can't do it. And the harder you try, the more you know at an unconscious level that all those old stress programs have disappeared, neutralized, dissolved and gone for good. You've removed them from your unconscious mind, the most powerful part of your mind. So 1, 2, 3. Try lifting your hand off your lap and notice you can't. Just be aware now that at an unconscious level, you've made some amazing changes in your life. No matter how hard you try and find those programs, you just know unconsciously they've been dissolved, removed, deleted. Just like the files on your computer, you've put them into the trash, no longer on your desktop, no longer in control, gone. But I like to do something amazing for you. I want you to replace those programs with all feelings of positivity, confidence, motivation and determination. So in a moment, but not just yet, I want you to go and find all the programs in your unconscious related to motivation, confidence, determination and love. And I want you to put those programs into your left hand this time. So the count of 3, I want you unconscious now to go and find all the programs related to confidence, motivation, determination and love. So 1, 2, 3. Do that now. That's right. Don't analyze it. Allow your unconscious to go and find all those programs and put them into your left hand. That's right. And at the count of 3, this time the left hand will raise into the air all the way up to 100%. So 1, 2, 3. Left hand raising into the air, that's right, all the way up. As if you have 100 helium balloons attached to your left wrist, raising all the way up, up, higher and higher into the air. Finding all those positive programs. That's right, hand lifting and raising and lifting into the air, all the way up to 100%. And in a moment, I'm going to count to 3. At the count of 3, that left hand will fall onto your lap. And when it hits your lap, that's just a sign and a signal for you that from this moment forward, and for the rest of your life, you're going to install these powerful programs. They're going to replace where stress once was, and you're going to replace it with confidence, motivation, determination, and love. So get ready for this wonderful feeling. It's going to hit you from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And you're going to be so surprised, amazed. You're going to get a feeling of wonderment of what this kind of feels like when that hand hits your lap. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Hand dropping down, all the way down. That's right. Boom. Notice what it feels like with all this confidence, motivation, determination, and self-love. And allow it to spread from your hand all the way up your arm, into your shoulders, down into your chest. This tingle, this sensation into your torso, spreading down all the way down to your hips, your thighs, your knees, your ankles, all the way down to the tips of your toes. This strange tingling you start to get as we're changing on a physiological, neurological basis. And send this tingle back up all the way from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. And I want you to take this tingle, this feeling, and I want you to take it into tomorrow. That's right. And see along your timeline to next week. And each and every day this tingle gets bigger and brighter, more wonderful, more tingly excitement, looking forward to life. Now see it a month ahead, growing and spreading, enjoying life, loving life. 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years along your timeline. Just look how far you can see. And notice each and every day your confidence, your motivation, determination, and self-love expands and grows from your heart, from your mind and from your body. Allow it to expand just like the light of a star. And I want you to imagine a star just above your head. And I want you to take this energy from this star and imagine it's going in through the top of your head. That's right. All this energy. Enough energy that's so bright, so powerful. And send this from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And just notice what it feels like. The energy of a star within you. Allow it to spread out through every cell, organ of your being. Allow this light to spread all the way from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And soon, but not just yet, you can decide whether you open your eyes or you may listen to this before you go to sleep. Your unconscious can decide for you. You can either decide to wake up and feel on top of the world, or your unconscious now can decide just to drift off into a wonderful sleep, the most amazing sleep you've ever had. But just knowing that you're in hypnosis now. So I want to thank you, unconscious, for listening to me. Removing those old stress programs and replacing them now with all the motivation, confidence, determination and self-love. And you're going to take this forward now for the rest of your life. So remember, you can decide whether to wake up feeling on top of the world, or you can just drift into the deepest sleep you've ever had. So 1, 2, 3.